Get this mouse. Let me explain. Well, maybe not if you already have the MX Master 3, but I will also explain that later. For build quality, there isn't really a significant difference between the MX Master 3 and the MX Master 3S, but the first thing you will notice is the soft click. It's a click that's supposedly about 90% softer than the MX Master 3. This hasn't really been an issue with the former MX Master, but it's a pleasant change, a change that I didn't even know that I wanted. The scroll wheel remains the same. The MX Master 3 and the MX Master 3X scroll wheels are electromagnetics that can scroll like 1,000 lines in a second or quickly transition to scroll from line by line. The 3S size is relatively the same compared to the MX Master 3. It has that handshake design, and so basically you can rest your palm in a very accommodating way. I've read that some people find that the MX Master 3, the original one, it might be a little bit too big for some, but I have the opposite issue because I have very giant hands and it's a little bit small for me. So it's a daydream, but I would love if Logitech would create two other sizes, a small and a large version, for extreme cases. The MX Master 3S can be used on multiple systems like its predecessor, and you can connect it to 3 different devices. You don't have to worry about whether you have a Windows PC at home, a Chrome tablet, and a MacBook at work. You can use it on all of them. It does have the new Logic Bolt unifying receiver, which supposedly has a more secure connection and is more encrypted. But that seems to be more of a business focused feature, and I don't know how useful that will be to you. So this will last around 70 days before needing a charge, but as someone who uses my mouse for 12 to 16 hours a day for work, leisure, content creation, that number will probably be like half or two-thirds. But the beauty of the Logitech MX series is the customization options. You have around 7 programmable buttons, including the scroll wheel. 10 or more if you include the gesture button. You can use gestures for your desktop navigation, app management, panning, zooming, and so much more by just pressing the gesture button and moving up, down, left, or right. You can also assign 5 different actions to the gesture button or map gestures to other MX Master buttons, including the middle or manual shift buttons. But to be fair, there's a learning curve in remembering the layout of each application. You take your time, it's an incredible tool. The MX Master 3S is extra sensitive for 4K and beyond. It's also customizable with its DPI sensitivity and range from 200 to 8,000 DPI. DPI refers to measuring the speed at which the mouse cursor moves on the screen based on the movement of the mouse. It's excellent for video editing or video games, although the MX Master series is a bit too heavy for a gaming mouse. Here's an example of changing the DPI setting. I would need to move my mouse around to move it slightly at a lower setting, or I can raise it at the highest setting and with a little flick will send the mouse pointer flying across the screen. It's great if you're using multiple monitors, 2, 3, 4 or more, and you can also move items around with the greatest of ease. All this is updated with the Logitech Options program. If you've never experienced the Logitech MX Master 3, I think this is one of the best times to start. You have a magnetic wheel that makes scrolling through endless data a breeze, highly customizable software, and the ability to use on multiple devices and operating systems. And you have an excellent ergonomic design. If you're coming from the MX Master 3, sure, this has a higher max DPI and softer clicks, and it's pretty much the same after that, so I wouldn't really recommend upgrading. But if you want to upgrade, you'll need a good keyboard to pair with it, so check out the Logitech MX Keys playlist.